In his first 2 years, he didn't travel. For 3 years, he didn't travel. He came to America knowing that he had a mission here. He had been sent by the gurus to do this mission, to bring original Christianity back to the West, and also to bring back the original teachings of Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. And he fulfilled both those purposes. But in the first years, he was getting used to America because he didn't know English very well when he came. And he lived in a little hotel room and taught classes and so on. But he was getting the feel for the country. Then he began lecturing, and he became the most popular speaker in America without any question. He had crowds of 5,000 coming to him again and again. There was a photographer in Washington who, when he went there, that had a picture of him on the sidewalk, full-size picture. And he went to Calvin Coolidge, the president at that time, and he made a tremendous impact. But at the same time, he was looking for quality. And I remember there was a lecture where there were about 5,000 people in Minneapolis. And he said to Dr. Lewis at the time, who was present and pleased that there were so many, and he said, "We'll be lucky if we get 5 out of this 5,000. In other words, like William the Conqueror, he had to conquer a whole country, bring it to a new level of consciousness. Even when I came to him, I'd never heard the word yoga or guru or all those things. But in those days, nobody knew anything. And he had to somehow overcome their skepticism. And it took a long while, as when the snow falls on the ground, at first it melts. But gradually, as it cools the ground, then the ground is able to receive it. So when he came to America, many people, because he was such a dynamic personality and lectured with such power, people would come fascinated, but very few took it personally. The ground was still warm. Then gradually the snow settled, more and more people came, and then finally he lived at Mount Washington, began to train people. I have to say it was only toward the end of his life that his real disciples began to come. I don't mean he didn't have real disciples before then, but I would say the larger number of them came in the last 4 to 6 years of his life.